Hi friends, right behind me is the beautiful Murphy model by Pulte Homes here in Waxhaw, North Carolina, just outside of Charlotte. Now this gorgeous property, we're going to tour it today, and be sure to stick around until the end. I'm going to reveal how to find out the current asking price of this property, and I'm also going to reveal a beautiful historic downtown within 5 minutes of here. That's actually historic downtown Waxhaw. I'm also going to reveal one of our favorite spots in Waxhaw, and also my name is James Lanius. I'm a real estate professional here in Upper South Carolina and Charlotte, North Carolina, and Waxhaw. And if you need any help on your buying or selling or investing journey in real estate, go ahead and reach out via the phone number on the screen in front of you or via the other forms of contact in the description below. Otherwise, friends, let's go and start seeing this property for ourselves. Be sure to stick around at the end. We're going to check out Waxhaw. I'm going to walk through it and show you some of our favorite spots. Let's go.
Now we're going to go and walk right up to the stunning Pulte home with beautifully landscaped entry area and warm brick accents. And stepping inside, you're immediately greeted by a spacious private dining room to the left. And this setup feels made for hosting family holidays or cozy evenings in. It's tucked back in here directly at the front and has a nice accent wall and twin windows letting in a lot of natural light. And then we're going to go ahead and move into the heart of the home, the kitchen, of course. And you have white quartz countertops, a very oversized island with seating. You have some sleek gray tile and you have that gas stove, of course, the double oven, walk-in corner pantry. Everything here says elevated living without trying too hard. And you can see how easily the kitchen flows into the rest of the space. Now, just off the kitchen, you've got a dedicated little breakfast nook here. Maybe you just want to leave this open to the sunroom there. Might make more sense if you want it to be more open. You just want to use that front dining room for seating or maybe the island. But you do have a cozy sunroom with a view here. This is a great feature of the home. And a living room centered around a classic white brick fireplace, which is very nice. And this entire space is very open, it's bright, it's connected, very well designed by Pulte. It's perfect for entertaining or winding down after a day exploring the local greenways, farmers markets, maybe a day of walking through historic downtown Waxhaw like we're going to do in a minute. Now right here is your downstairs guest suite, or maybe considered a first bedroom. Obviously, it's set up as a home office right now if you'd rather that. It is tucked away for privacy and sits next to a full bathroom, which is great. Maybe you're in pregnancy era and you want to have a space downstairs you can settle in if you don't want to be walking up and downstairs a lot right after postpartum. So this is a great feature. I love that they're including these in most new homes these days, at least one flex space or office or area with a bathroom nearby. So yeah, the bathroom is super nice. You have your gold fixtures, oversized tile, and the walk-in shower. Elegant vanity, so very simple, modern, and move-in ready. Now this spacious two-car garage is great. A lot of great storage potential, so you might want to park your cars here or in the driveway. Obviously, there's not a driveway right now, but they'll make that after they're done modeling it. You can make a home gym in here or set up those seasonal bins. Now let's go ahead and head upstairs. And the plush carpet does give it a warm feel. Even the stairway is wide and welcoming. Another little luxury touch you'll notice throughout. Now that we're upstairs, we'll take a quick little teaser peek at the master bedroom before we look at the full hallway bathroom with the double sink vanity, tub and shower combo, and timeless finishes. And just around the corner is a spacious bedroom overlooking the front yard, complete with a walk-in closet and elegant decor. They really have this furnished super nicely. Now up next is the pretty decently sized laundry room. Of course, you have a washer and dryer here. Oftentimes you can negotiate these into your purchase, so never move forward with a new construction home without at least asking for blinds, washer, dryer, and fridge, because they aren't automatically included, but you can usually negotiate them in. So definitely utilize your agent for that. So yeah, across the hall from the laundry room is a kid-friendly bedroom, sweetly styled and move-in ready, and also has a little walk-in closet, or of a half closet. Now, this upstairs loft slash second living area is very bright and open. I like how it's open to the downstairs stair entry, and it could be a media room, maybe a little movie room, a play area for the kids, maybe even a quiet little reading corner, and you can just imagine the possibilities here. Now we'll go ahead and step into the fourth bedroom, which is a pink room, actually set up very nicely, and it does overlook the backyard, which is super nice to have that wooded view. And it does have a walk-in closet of its own, as you'll see, and it's kind of rhythm that make you want to redecorate your whole house. It just works, and I think a kid or maybe a family member or friend would love this as a guest suite. Definitely a lot of options here. And now we're going to go ahead and enter the crown jewel of the home, the primary suite. And this place feels very luxurious. You have the chandelier lighting, tray ceilings, and plenty of space to stretch out. I think you could even put a little corner, maybe reading or office or working nook in the side there next to the wall facing the backyard. And this does overlook the backyard, and you have that wooded view as well, which is super nice. And the in-suite bathroom here does feature dual sink vanities. You have a built-in shower bench, which is super nice, and a large walk-in closet that has lots of shelving that wraps around. You have a separate water closet, which is always nice, and this is just a great space. Super luxurious and definitely worth the price it's going for. Now, as we step outside, take a look at the gorgeous front exterior. You have partial brick and vinyl siding here with expert landscaping. As you can see, they really outdid themselves. And if you're not aware, we're going to take a look in a minute at historic downtown Waxhaw and one of our favorite spots in Waxhaw, so be sure to stick around for that. You're going to love this town. So many people fall in love with it immediately upon touring it and looking at this area. And surprisingly, this home is only just over a mile from the historic downtown. Yeah, it's just a great area and space, super rural. And out back, you've of course got a nice fire pit area, built-in grill and patio seating. It's a nice backyard oasis for Carolina evenings. So whether you're grilling, hosting, or just relaxing, this is what Waxhaw living is all about.
Alrighty, folks, we're going to go ahead and take a walking tour through historic downtown Waxhaw, which is one of the most charming and walkable small town centers in the entire Charlotte region, I would say. Now, Waxhaw was originally settled in the 1700s and became officially a town in the 1880s, and it was named after the Waxhaw Native American tribe that once called this region home. Now, what you're going to notice right away is the historic character that has been beautifully preserved. Of course, there's tons of brick storefronts still, there's cast iron signs, and a lot of original structures that date back over a century, which is incredible. downtown Waxhaw has become a destination in recent years, probably since 2020, 2019. It's become super popular, and I would say not just for its charm, but for the community it offers. You're going to see a lot of boutiques, antique shops, locally owned restaurants, and cozy cafes. I actually know closely a couple of the owners here, and they're great. Many of the businesses here are family run and have been passed down for generations as well. So whether you're popping into a store for some handmade goods, maybe grabbing a cup of coffee like me, or chatting with a local artist, it really feels like everyone knows everyone here. Even though it's a really growing town, it's still got that small town feel. And don't be surprised if you stumble onto a local event while you're walking through, because this town does host a lot of seasonal festivals throughout the year. You're going to have Autumn Treasures in the fall, which is a huge draw with craft vendors lining the streets. There's also Jammin' by the Tracks, which brings live music downtown during the summer, and of course the classic 4th of July parade, which brings out the entire community. Now, this is the kind of place where you show up for the event, but stay for the people. You really get to know your neighbors. Now, this is Waxhaw Downtown Park, and I really enjoyed walking through here. It was super peaceful. Tons of moms with kids walking through. I didn't get too much of the playground because I didn't want to be filming a bunch of kids, because that might have scared some of the moms. So I didn't really get too close to them, but I think you can see from a distance the playground and the kids areas are super great. And the Waxhaw Downtown Park is kind of right in the heart of downtown. The downtown park here is a great place to just stop and relax, maybe have a picnic, take the kids. And with its central location, this park is often setting for community events nearby. You have some food truck rallies that happen here sometimes, and live music that often takes place. There's also a playground for kids, as I mentioned. Lots of open space to relax or picnic, and the walking paths that connect to the nearby greenways are amazing too. And this little park is a quiet retreat in the middle of town and a great place for both locals and visitors to gather. You're going to find people here with dogs, strollers, and just enjoying a coffee from one of the nearby cafes. I think I was here on a Wednesday morning and it was still, hopping. It wasn't insane, but there was still people there hanging out. So it was a good community. And not to mention, this is also a short stroll to all the local shops and restaurants that Waxhaw offers. So you can just take a break here and then keep exploring. Now, Provisions Waxhaw here is a local favorite. It is actually a gourmet market with focus on locally sourced products. You're going to find everything from specialty jams and sauces to gifts, kitchenware, and even locally roasted coffee. It's the kind of place where you pop in for one thing and walk out with a bag full of new finds. They also carry Waxhaw branded merchandise and often feature local artisans. And this also makes it a great place to grab a souvenir or housewarming gift on the go. Now, this museum gives you a deep dive into the region's roots. The Museum of the Waxhaws highlights the history of the Waxhaw people, who were the early settlers, and even President Andrew Jackson, who was born right nearby. Now, this is a small but meaningful museum that tells the story of how this area came to be, and it's a great stop if you're a history buff as well, or just want to understand this town's heritage a bit more. There was a children's tour going on when I was there, so I couldn't go into a deep dive, but still a great place to visit if you want to see Waxhaw's history. Now, if you are craving Mediterranean, Greco Fresh Grill is a popular lunch and dinner spot serving up gyros, salads, and platters made fresh daily. This is really a quick and casual local favorite with tons of flavor, and locals do rave about their tzatziki sauce and their grilled pita sandwiches. So if you're exploring downtown and need a great spot to eat, like I did, as you can see, this is a can't miss. Stepping into Waxhaw Antique Mart is like taking a walk through time. This place is packed with tons of character and charm. Truly enjoyed walking through. And then wall to wall, there's vintage treasures everywhere, old furnitures, collectibles, home decor, and more. It's one of those places where you'll never know what you'll find. Maybe a 1950s kitchen set, Civil War era memorabilia, or a retro sign that will look perfect in your home office. It's a local favorite as well for everyone stopping by this beautiful town, especially for weekend browsers and antique hunters who love to dig through the past to find something truly unique. And with its prime location right in downtown, it's easy to pop in during your stroll through town. Now, if you have a sweet tooth like myself, Waxhaw Creamery is your go-to. They serve handmade small batch ice cream in classical and seasonal flavors. Locals love this place, especially on warm afternoons. I got a blackberry dairy-free sundae while I was here, and it was amazing. Now, I stopped here on a Wednesday, so it wasn't happening, but held on Saturdays, the Waxhaw's former market is a lively spot for fresh produce, homemade bread, local honey, and tons more. It's a true community market where you can chat with farmers, artisans, and neighbors. It's great, but mighty. Now, this is a nostalgic shop that feels like stepping back in time. Waxhaw General Store carries a mix of old-fashioned candy, toys, home goods, and more. It's one of those places that kids and adults both enjoy, and it's right in the middle of downtown, making it an easy and fun stop during your visit to Waxhaw, North Carolina. Now, Waxhaw Mule Barn is one of the town's most iconic historic buildings, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It used to serve as an actual mule barn back in the day when Waxhaw was heavily agricultural. These days, it's been repurposed into a charming mix of vendor space, event venue, antique market. You're going to find local makers here, vintage booths, and even seasonal events like pop-up holiday markets inside. It's rustic, authentic, and it's a great example of how Waxhaw celebrates its past while building a lively, community-focused future.
Hey friends, thank you so much for joining me on a private tour of this beautiful Murphy model by Pulte Homes in Waxhaw, North Carolina, as well as a firsthand walk through historic downtown Waxhaw, checking out one of our favorite spots in Waxhaw and in this area really. Now, if you have any questions about this property, such as maybe the asking price, the different options or floor plans you can get with it, go ahead and reach out via the phone number on the screen in front of you. You can also reach out via other forms of contact info in the description. And if you need help buying, selling, or investing, or just have real estate, finance, or local Carolina related questions in general, you can go ahead and reach out as well at that phone number. Shoot me a text, give me a call. I have folks reaching out every single day like you, looking to buy, sell, or invest off my YouTube channel. So would be happy to help you wherever you're at on your real estate journey. And otherwise, it's been a privilege walking through these beautiful places with you. And we'll go and see you in the next video. Have a blessed day.